for Seniors. I'm Hewie Poplock. If I can bring up, there we go. What are the issues with keeping time and space? Let's explore some chatbots in AI. This is Tech for Senior, May 5th, 2025, episode 265. I am Hewie Poplock, and I'll be your host today. Ron's here, but he's my co-host. We do this the first show of every month to give Ron a little time for himself. And if Ron should have to take a week off, I can handle it, and it make it easier, and I won't have to be uptight about it, and it just be run of the mill. This is a 1 hour show about technology, and we have a Q&A or question and answer period at the end. Time and space for it will be covered by me, and that's we're going to talk about issues with time in space. And then Chris Guld, fun with photos using Google Lens. One of my favorite toys is Google Lens, and she'll show you how to use it and what it can do. Exploring perplexity, Claude, and more. Ron's number 10 in his series of 10 about AI. And AI, of course, is becoming very popular and becoming very mainstream. And don't forget, I have my Let's Talk AI once a month show as well. I should be doing those, Ron. Why are you doing them? Anyway, at least we got you in the swing of things and you're using AI. Then I'm going to be talking about Suppose TV. It's something that will really help you find the right channels if you want to stream, and then handling fake Facebook friend requests. I frequently get notices from people saying I've been hacked, and they really haven't been hacked. Someone has just created a fake Facebook page with your name on it and then send out requests for you to join them. This will tell you how to handle it, how to report it, and so on. Then Mike will be here with our music outro, and then following that will be our Q&A. So right now I want to say hello to Ron. How are you doing today? And how's your week been and going?
It's a great day. I'm power washing my driveway this afternoon. So, Chris and Jim, you can have a beer on the ship and think about all those things you don't have to do anymore. But that's my big goal for today. So that's all good. The only thing I want to mention here is really about our Thursday show is we're looking for people for guest appearances on our Thursday show. It is we use the StreamYard, and it's just a link. We just send you a link and boom, you're in, and just sit and talk tech for the hour. We do it every Thursday, and we're looking for some guests to come on, and you don't have to know anything. You can just smile and we'll help you through it, but it's not a painful experience. It's a lot of fun, actually.
It's like getting together with some friends and just talking technology.
Yeah, yeah. So
And,
just let
and
us
and
know
it's all
if you,
and it's all from uploads to the internet,
yeah.
to our
So
Facebook page. So the material is there. All you got to do is discuss it.
yeah. So and there's no hardware or software you require. Your computer will just send you the link and it should work. And just let us know if you want to be on there. I think Steve Parker would be a good one. Who else around here? Anne would probably be a good one. Dick Vogel for sure. Charles, Tim. There's lots of people that could just pop on and have a fun talk with us on Thursday morning. So let Huey or myself know, and we'll organize it for you. Thanks,
Yeah,
Huey.
we'll set it up. Yep. And then Bill James, where are you? You're not in Oklahoma. It doesn't look like Oklahoma there. Where are you?
I'm in the Dominican Republic. I thought since I celebrated my 80th birthday, I'm going to be daring for the next decade. I also bought an electric car, so that's another challenge. And I'm going to do some traveling.
All right. Welcome to the octogenarian group.
Thank you.
And Chris, speaking of traveling, Uh,
I was afraid you were going to say, speaking of octogenarian, I'm not quite there yet. I'm
you
working
are
on it.
truly,
I sure
you're
hope to be
truly,
traveling like he does when I get there.
yep, you're truly Geeks on Tour.
Geeks on World Tour now. Yep.
Yeah. And I think everybody knows, but in case you've missed it somewhere along the line, they have moved from their Florida residence to residence on a cruise ship, and they are residents of that cruise ship. So they're going to be traveling all over the world. And let's see, advertising, Tech for Seniors. We're in our 6th year. Don't forget our website. We have a great website, lots of information and links. And on Thursdays, we do something called TFS or Tech for Senior Live. It's our Thursday show. And like Ron says, it's on Thursday. And by all means, it's a different type of show than this. This one, we're a lot of show and tell. And the one on Thursday is we talk about tech news of the week. And we go through a whole bunch of things, and you can keep up with it and even add articles that you want us to talk about by going to our Facebook page and adding articles. Let's see. The Stug presentation is this Wednesday, and Bill Crow is doing something on several different apps. I think you'll find it interesting. And then the Windows SIG is normally the Sunday after that. But because of the way the calendar is this month, we're always on the second Sunday. So it's not going to be until May 11th. So you can take this Sunday and do whatever you want. But the following Sunday, it's the Windows SIG. And be sure to subscribe to our newsletter, the Tech for Senior newsletter. It's twice a week. Mondays or Saturdays and Tuesdays. And also, there's a Windows Special Interest Group or WinSig newsletter and a Let's Talk AI newsletter. So you want to make sure you get subscribed to all of them. Our twice a week newsletter is sponsored by the Glendora Seniors Computer Club, Geeks on Tour, and APCUG. APCUG is the glue that holds a lot of user groups together. It's a organization of user groups. The premiere video today is going to be actually one of the shows or one of the videos we're going to show during the show as well. It's about Suppose TV or Finding Programs, and that'll be by me. And then cable or streaming, Ray Baxter did that. And The Greatest Show, Chris Guld did that. So we're going to be doing that on the premiere video, which is on the half hour after our show. And the agenda today, as I mentioned, we're doing time and space, fun with photos, Google Lens, exploring Perplexity, Claude, and more. Suppose TV, and then handling fake Facebook friend requests. And so I'm going to start it off as soon as I close this out and go ahead and share. I'm keeping in space. Why clocks on Earth won't work on the moon and Mars. I'm Hewie Poplock. I'm going to be talking about a surprising challenge for future space missions, keeping track of time. In places like the moon and Mars, we'll see why our familiar Earth clocks won't work so well off of Earth and what NASA, SpaceX, and others are doing to fix that. By the end, you'll understand why something as ordinary as a clock becomes extraordinary when we venture into space. Our clocks all agree on time because we have standards, like Coordinated Universal Time, or UTC, based on precise atomic clocks, clocks that measure time by the vibration of atoms. Imagine if everyone had different times on their watches. Scheduling a call or a meeting would be chaotic. In fact, imagine if the world wasn't syncing their clocks to the same time. How disruptive that might be. In space missions, timing is everything. Spacecraft need to communicate with Earth at scheduled moments. Astronauts perform tasks according to a strict timeline, and navigation systems like GPS require precise time to pinpoint locations. If clocks aren't aligned, a message sent from Earth might arrive too early or too late, or a rover might think it's in a slightly different place. For NASA and SpaceX, which planned complex missions to the Moon and Mars, having reliable timekeeping is as crucial and critical as fuel and oxygen. Spacecraft and mission control must share timestamps. If time is off, data transfers might fail or commands could execute at the wrong moment. Navigation and landing, precise clocks let us calculate spacecraft's position. A tiny clock error can make lander miss its mark by dozens of meters. Astronauts on the Moon or Mars need consistent day-night cycle for work and sleep. Timekeeping helps everyone agree on schedules, which is vital for safety and coordination. In short, without good timekeeping, space missions could become confusing and even dangerous, which is why this topic has NASA and SpaceX and other agencies paying close attention. Earth versus Moon, a time dilemma. On the Moon, time runs slightly faster than on Earth because of weaker gravity, as explained by Einstein's relativity. A clock on the Moon gains about 56 microseconds per day compared to the one on Earth. That might sound tiny, but over time it adds up, enough to throw off a spacecraft's position by the length of 168 football fields in just one day. Also, clocks on the Moon's surface and in lunar orbit don't stay perfectly in sync because of different gravity and motion. If we can't simply use Earth's clock on the Moon without adjustments. For missions like NASA's Artemis or SpaceX's landers, precise timekeeping is critical for safe communication and navigation. That's why the Moon will need its own time system. Relying on Earth's time would lead to confusion and errors. Mars time, another planet, another clock. Mars brings a new time challenge. Its weaker gravity means clocks tick slightly faster than on Earth. But the bigger issue is that a Mars day, or sol, lasts 24 hours and 39 minutes, about 40 minutes longer than an Earth day. If astronauts used Earth clocks, noon would slowly drift into the night. NASA already adjusts rover schedules to match Mars time. Future Mars settlers will need clocks and calendars designed for Mars' longer day and year. Like the Moon, Mars clocks will also drift compared to Earth's clocks if we don't adjust for relativity. To keep missions safe and coordinated, NASA and SpaceX will need a Martian time system that works locally and stays synced with Earth. How would it affect missions, NASA and SpaceX? Why does keeping time matter for NASA, SpaceX, and others? Well, here's why. 1. Navigation. Spacecraft navigation depends on accurate timing. If the Moon or Mars clocks are off, a lander like SpaceX's Starship could miss its landing spot by kilometers. Without shared time system, data transfers and communications won't stay in sync. Communication. Mars missions will send lots of data back to Earth. If clocks aren't aligned, important info like light support updates could be delayed or misread. Staying synchronized is crucial for safety. And then safety? Imagine astronauts or mission control teams working on different clocks. One team's 3-2-1 fire could be another's already fired or not yet. Even a small time drifts could lead to mistakes or accidents. International missions. Many nations and companies will operate together on the moon and Mars. If everyone uses their own time system, teamwork and emergencies would be harder to manage. The International Space Station solved this by using one global time, UTC. We'll need a similar standard for future space missions. In short, without accurate shared timekeeping, space missions could face navigation errors, communication breakdowns, and safety risks. NASA and SpaceX must solve this challenge to ensure their ambitious plans to succeed. Current approaches, learning from Earth and ISS. Right now, astronauts on ISS use Coordinated Universal Time, or UTC, so everyone works from the same clock, no matter what their country. This works for ISS, but won't work on the moon due to different gravity and time flow. Space agencies have agreed we need a common lunar time. NASA is leading efforts to create Coordinated Lunar Time, or LTC, by 2026, so all moon missions can sync together. Scientists are also designing lunar clocks that adjust for the Mars gravity to stay accurate. Solutions on the horizon, a lunar time zone. Key solutions being developed. One master lunar clock, a shared moon time for all missions. Atomic clocks on the moon, super precise clocks on the surface and orbit to broadcast time like lunar GPS. Synced but adjusted to Earth. Lunar time will stay linked to Earth but account for gravity differences. NASA's Artemis program is driving this work to make sure future astronauts have reliable time for navigation, communication, and safety. Looking ahead, Martian time and beyond. The moon system will pave the way for Mars time. One day, we may have coordinated Mars time, or CMT, using satellites around Mars to keep colonies and missions in sync with Earth. A shared time standard is key for safe operations, communication, and planning across planets. Implications for future and conclusion. Creating reliable time systems in space will make missions safer and more precise, allow global cooperation, bring tech improvements back to Earth, support daily life for people living off Earth. As NASA and SpaceX send astronauts to the moon and Mars, solving timekeeping ensures we're ready for a future beyond Earth, where even time must be reinvented. Timekeeping in space, keeping time on the moon and Mars. Why a moon clock and a Mars clock may be needed. NASA and SpaceX's surprising challenge with time. I'm Hewie Poplock. But you never thought about that before. I read an article about it, and I said, this is something I need to share with you because it won't affect a lot of us. We won't be around when they start settling on Mars or on the moon, but it's in the future, and it's something you never thought about. The clocks are going to be different. The days are going to be different. Anyway, let's continue
will that be
on.
an app? Will that be an app on my phone?
Oh, it'll be your phone. Okay, Chris and Jim, you want to introduce, and
Yeah,
Ron,
Yes.
you'll play the video.
Yes, please. I just have a minute to introduce the topic. And because we were walking around in Punta Arenas, Costa Rica a few days ago. Show a picture. And I saw this sign on a tree. And of course, the sign was in Spanish, and I wondered what it said. So all I had to do was get out my phone. Next picture. Get out my phone and tap on the lens button. Now, if you don't have this Google search widget on your phone, then you would have to open the G and you would find the lens button under there. Next picture. And then that opens up the camera. It sees the sign, and all I have to do is tap on translate. And instead of Spanish, I see the English. If you're going to throw something on the ground, let it be seeds. We already have plenty of trash. I thought that was so cute. And it inspired me then to come up with Google Lens as our topic today. And that's the video.
All right, take it away, boys.
What is Google Lens? Imagine, if you would, that you had this magic magnifying glass that you could go throughout your day and just look at things with that magic magnifying glass and be able to Google it. That's what Google Lens is. So as you're looking around, let's say you might see a traffic sign that's in a language that you don't understand. So you would just point your magic lens at it and say, translate that for me. You see a beautiful flower. What is that flower? You see a product that you want. What is that and where can I buy it? You see a business card and you can say, hey, please call that phone number. You don't have to dial anything. That's what Google Lens is all about. It's Googling the real world. First, on iPhone, you just use the Google search app, that G. There's the bar where you would type in something. Look at the right-hand side. That is the Google Lens button, that square with the dot in the middle. It's supposed to look like a camera lens. That is how you access Google Lens on the iPhone. Once you access it, it works exactly the same. So I'm going to be demoing on the Android. So I'm going to give a few examples here. I bought this plant. Does it need sun or shade, or is there anything else that I need to know? I just tap the Google Lens button, and now I just point my phone at the plant. And notice when a blue dot appears, that's telling you, okay, I got it. What do you want to do? And I'll just tap the little search button, and it tells me what that plant is. Hopefully I can find one of these will tell me the care. I'll just tap on the first one that popped up. And it said that they are houseplant, which tells me, well, here, how to grow bromeliads. I can tap on that and find out more. I've read through this before and learned that they don't need bright sun, which is good because our yard is very shaded. That is just pointing your phone with the Lens app open at a plant. Let's say that you were at our house and we played this game. I love this game. I just think it's so much fun. Let's say that you really liked this game too, and you say, how do I get me one? Well, with Google Lens open, you just point at the thing that you want and search. And there you go. It's called Catchphrase, and you can get it at Amazon. I just tapped where it said Amazon, and you can buy it for $39. Gee, I didn't think it was that much. All right. So that's just pointing at something that you want to buy. So somebody has a hat or shoes or something that you say, ooh, I like those. Just Lens it. Google it.
Google it.
Google it. Another example of just pointing at something is we went out to a restaurant. I went to China many years ago, and I brought back a menu from a restaurant there. Watch this. I go to Google Lens, and there is something written in Chinese, And now at the bottom of the screen, notice where it still thinks that all I want to do is search. No, this time I want to translate. Notice that that's the first option on that bottom. And it does it like that. It just translates on the fly. Let's look at the heading up here. Chef's special introduction. And street food is the name of the restaurant.
Food Street.
Now this did have, yeah, this does have English translation. So let's see. It says chef recommendations. And the translation was chef's special introduction. Yeah, not too bad. And let's see what this dish is down here. Rooted black pepper frog pot. I'm not sure how appetizing that sounds, but there it is. Braised frog's legs.
Frog pot.
Yeah. So a little bit to get used to. And you notice that using Google Lens Live is a little tricky. So that's why I kind of like the picture method the best. Now this I have to show you on the mobile device, so I will do that. I'm going to use the Android, although this works exactly the same on iOS or Android.
Okay.
And Google Lens obviously is a feature by Google. What is Google Lens? Google Lens is this button right here that will investigate the photo and tell you what it is. So this is a photo that we took in Arches National Park, Utah. And I think that's called the Delicate Arch, but I'm not sure. I tap on Lens, it investigates the photo, and it tells me that, silly, is the Corona Arch.
I told you so.
Oh, excuse me. All right. Next sample. Where is this? I just tap the Google Lens, and now it says, well, there's several things on here. It thinks maybe we want to buy a safety vest. No, I want to know what that bridge is back there. And it says that is the Rialto Bridge. And if I click through, it would tell you that that is in Venice, Italy. Okay. More examples. What kind of bird is this?
Noisy. I remember those birds. They were very, very noisy.
Very noisy. That is an Egyptian goose. And we would never have known that but for Google Lens. How about a flower? What kind of flower is that?
Pretty.
Just tap Google Lens. It tells me that's a purple passion flower. But there's more. See this sign here? This was a sign at a Civil War park where we were at in Mississippi somewhere. And notice there's a QR code here. I can make that a little bit bigger. And if I do Google Lens, it will read that QR code and take me to wherever it was. So it's a video. You were supposed to scan that code while you're standing there in the park in the hot sun and watch this video about where you are. But no, all you have to do is take a picture of it, and you can watch it anytime by using Google Photos and Google Lens. A business card. If I do Google Lens on a business card, I can even tap where her phone number is, and Google Photos will make a phone call based on the phone number that it sees in a picture. It will also, if you want, it will add that as a contact to your contact. I just want to dial the number once in a while. This is Chinese characters. I want to know what those Chinese characters say. Google Lens, tap Translate, and there we go. It takes the Chinese characters and translates into English. And the last example is, here's a whole newspaper clipping. I would like the text of that newspaper clipping to put into a blog post. Google Lens, text, select all, copy text. Now I can go anywhere else and paste. there is the complete text of that newspaper article in editable form. I think that is just amazing. And that is Google Lens, which is just built in to Google Photos.
If you're not using Google Lens, I think Chris showed you enough items that you can certainly make use of it and try it. Okay, our next portion is Ron. You're going to be talking about AI, number 10 of 10. Go ahead.
It is the last in my series. So if you are starting or you're new in AI, you want to know something about it, this is a 10-part series that I've done, and it's taken me about 6 months, but it's all done now, and there's 10 videos right from setting up AI on your computer or mobile or whatever you want to put what are prompts, all sorts of all the things you'd ever want to know is all available in the 10 videos that I've made. The link, of course, I'll put it in the link to the series is, of course, on all the videos. So you can just click any of the videos and they'll show you where the links to the series, and I'll put that in the chat as well. So this is my last one. This is my last one. And so Perplexity, Claude, Jasper, Grok, and DeepSeek. All these chatbots we're going to discuss today as we conclude our 10-part series at Tech for Senior on learning AI for the over 50. Welcome back to the channel. It's Ron Brown with Tech for Senior, and this is episode number 10 of a series, Learning AI for the Over 50. In the description, I will put the links to the prior 9 episodes along with a playlist so you can easily find all 10 episodes on our YouTube playlist. I hope you've enjoyed these. It's been a lot of fun making them, and certainly a growth in my personal journey for AI. Just to let you know who I am, I manage a large YouTube channel and spend most of my time making YouTube videos. When I started this series, my favorite go-to AI was Gemini, and I used it all the time. I'm not a big Microsoft person, not that I hate Microsoft, in the type of work I do, I just don't use a lot of Microsoft products, so I have rarely used Copilot. Over the 6 months it took to do this series, I've fallen in love with ChatGPT for a variety of reasons, including formatting issues, and it just is great. So this is my now new go-to favorite AI. But a lot of people that watched my videos commented and said why I didn't talk about Perplexity, Claude, or some of the other chatbots. So in episode 10, I am going to do that, and we're going to go through the 5 that I indicated early on in this video, and I'm going to give you some pointers about that. So I don't use these on a regular basis. All right, let's have a look at the first one called Perplexity. All right, this is Perplexity. Again, looks a lot like our prior chatbots. If you come down here, you'll see I've signed up today for this. And, you know, I got the Pro account. I have no idea why I got the Pro account. It's free. I signed up, and I have the Pro account for about 6 months. So, hey, it was interesting. You just go to perplexity.ai and you can sign up. You can sign up through your Google account if you want, and it works just fine. All right, let's have a look. Of course, what do you want to know? In the center part here, you'll see Ask Anything, and you can do a search. And again, the Pro search is enabled. And of course, you can click this button and you can do research, which gives you advanced research capabilities. And of course, if we come over on the bottom here, if we click this button, we can choose a model. If we choose the model here, you have a bunch of different models to choose from. We've gone over this with the other chatbots. I'm not going to go through that. Interestingly, I assumed Grok, which we'll be talking about, is an X product only, I thought. But apparently you can use Grok's AI through Perplexity, which is interesting, and I didn't know that. But maybe some of you could comment if you use that in the chat. Again, we come over here, set sources for filing. For searching, you can choose the web. We can choose academia or social. We can add these in or out. You can turn those on or off. We can add a file if we want to bring up files to add to our search. And of course, you can do all this through dictation. If you just click this, you can dictate into your search for you. Over on the left-hand side, you'll see we have home, we have discover, spaces, and library. Library is what you can look up, sort of a help menu. Spaces would be for collaboration, and discover, of course, is options you have for setting up for searches. So just to summarize, Perplexity is an AI search assistant a lot like Google, but is powered by AI. Its strengths are gives cited answers with sources great for research, real-time internet access, great for news. It's a very simple interface. It's best for people who want accurate answers with sources like students or researchers. Its weakness is it's not designed for creative writing or casual chatting. So that's a summary of Perplexity. You just go to perplexity.ai and it's free for you to use. All right, this is Claude by Anthropic. You spell that C-L-A-U-D-E. The company is Anthropic. Again, just go to Claude, C-L-A-U-D-E.ai, and you will be able to sign up for a free account. I just did that, and this is the I'm on the free plan. Certainly you can upgrade this if you want. Let's have a look at it. It's a very simple, easy to use menu here. Again, we have a new chat on the left-hand side. As we come down here, we have some buttons. We can put whatever we want in our search here. There's a little button here, normal, concise, explanatory, formal. It can help you if you want to write something, learn, code, life stuff, or Claude's choice, which of course it can give you some options for what you want, and you just can do that search right here. For a new chat, you just come up here, click the button, and I guess it stores your old chats down on this side. So that is Claude. Very simple, easy to use interface. It is a conversational AI that is very safe and helpful. Its strengths are it reads long documents up to 200,000 words. It's very polite, very clear, and good for summarizing and explaining. It's best for reading documents, writing help, and chatting safely. The weakness is it doesn't yet browse the internet in real time. This may be coming and may of course be there by the time you watch this video. So that is Claude, C-L-A-U-D-E. You might want to give it a try. I know a lot of people use it. All right, let's talk about Jasper, J-A-S-P-E-R. Jasper is a marketing and content creation AI. Now, it's not something that everybody will want. It has a unique focus for marketing and content creation. It's built for writing blogs, ads, and social media posts. And it's great for business users and marketers. So if you are in that area and you are a professional working in those fields, this may be for you. It has team collaboration tools. It's best for small business and content creators, but it's not free. It's not really meant for answering random questions like ChatGPT is. It's more of a focused business application. If you are interested in that, again, Jasper may be something that you want to look into. All right, let's talk about Grok, G-R-O-K. This is, of course, is a chatbot that's integrated with X, or you remember, Twitter. So in order to use Grok, you have to be a member of X or Twitter. Now, its strengths are it has attitude and humor, so it can be quite funny to use, but it does get its real-time data from X. So it's best for users who like quick and informal answers that are on X. Its weakness is that you can't use it outside of X, and it has less serious or academic searches. So if you are on X, then this might be something you want. It's called Grok, G-R-O-K, and you do have to be on X to be able to use it. So the last one I want to mention is called DeepSeek. And again, you can go and sign up for this at the website deepseek.ai. Now, this, of course, made a big splash this past year and has become very popular. It is made and created in China, so there has been a lot of security concerns about it. It has multilingual support. It has strong technical subjects, specializing in coding. It's open sourced and it's fast growing. Probably best for developers or people working with technical documents. The weakness is that it might be harder for beginners to use or access. So depending on your needs, there is a free version. It is free, and there is also a Windows app, a Mac app, and also you can use a Chrome extension as well for it. So there are many options if you want to use it. It is very popular, but probably not for the beginner. All right, just to summarize, we've talked about Perplexity, Claude, Jasper, Grok, and DeepSeek. This concludes episode 10 of the 10-part series on learning AI for the over 50. I do hope you have enjoyed the series. It's been a lot of fun making it and a great personal growth for myself. At Tech for Senior, we make a lot of videos about various topics and would sure appreciate that like and subscribe.
Very good, Ron. There are so many of the chatbots and other things. AI is made up of a lot of different items, not just chatbots, but we're not going to go into that now, but great series. And thank you for all 10 of them. Okay, let's go to our TV now and learn something about TVs and where you can find and decide which services you want to subscribe to or utilize. Let's take a look at what we can find here. I'm going to do the one about handling fake Facebook friend requests. Then we'll come back and do the supposed TV. So let's do this one first. Handling fake requests on Facebook. I'm Hewie Poplock. Do you get repeat friend requests on Facebook? Well, we're going to talk about that today. Do you get something like this on your Facebook page where you get a friend request for a friend that's already a friend? Well, if you've already confirmed someone as your Facebook friend, but then get another friend request from them, don't be alarmed. This is actually a common occurrence on all Facebook. I'll explain why it happens and what you should do. Here are some reasons for the duplicate requests. There are a few, and you may get repeat friend requests from existing friends. They created a new Facebook account and want to connect again. They don't recognize you by name and resend requests just in case. It's a glitch in Facebook's system, but most likely their account was hacked, actually cloned, not hacked. If you get a repeat friend request from someone already on your friend list, follow these steps. Check if they've created a new profile. Does the request come from a slightly different name? If so, you can confirm again to connect both accounts. If it looks like the same account, ignore the request. You are already friends, so you don't need to confirm again. If you're concerned, you can message the person and politely ask why they resent the request. This gives them a chance to explain or let you know that it's a fake request. Reasons to be suspicious of requests? While many repeat friends' requests are innocent mistakes, be very cautious about suspicious situations. The new request comes from what appears to be a fake or clone account. The account requesting has posts or information you know is inaccurate about your friend. Or you get repeat requests despite already asking the person about it. If you're quite sure it's a fake account, when in doubt, just decline. If a repeat friend request seems questionable or makes you uncomfortable for any reason, feel free to decline the request. You can also block the account sending it, or you can delete the request, works as well. But if you want to report a fake account, unfortunately, fake accounts and friend requests do happen on Facebook, quite often, as a matter of fact. If you conclude a repeat friend request is from an imposter, in the upper right of the request, click the three dots icon and then select Report this request. Choose Pretending to be someone I know and enter the name they are impersonating. Click Submit to send the report to Facebook. And I'm going to give you some screenshots here in just a bit to show you what I'm talking about. Why should you report fake accounts? Reporting is important because it alerts Facebook to take action, removing fake accounts or banning them. This helps keep everyone safer. Let your real friends know if you discover accounts pretending to be them as well. They'll want to also report the impersonation. If you get a request from a friend and you know they're already a friend of yours on Facebook, here's what you should do. Go to the line that you see the three dots. Don't click on delete request or respond or confirm the request. What you want to do is click those three little dots. And when you do, you'll get a drop down. It'll say search, find support, or report, or block. You want to report it. So when you click on that part of it, it will say pretending to be someone. Someone is in immediate danger to get help before reporting to Facebook. Don't wait. But in most cases, it's just pretending to be someone. When you click that, you'll get another drop down, which will ask, who are they pretending to be? And you're going to say a friend. Unless it's your own account, then you'll say me. Then it will ask which friend, and you will start to type their name. When it gets to where there are some matches to names in your Facebook friends, it'll show up. Make sure you click on the one that is in question. When you do, it will put it in which friend, and then you click send. When you do that, you'll get this. It'll say report. Does this go against our community standards? Our standards explain what we do and don't allow on Facebook. We review and update our standards regularly with the help of experts. You'll want to click on submit. At that point, you'll get a notice saying, thank you, we've received your report of someone pretending to be someone as a friend. And it will say it's awaiting a review. We use technology and review teams to review anything that doesn't follow our standards as quickly as possible. You click next. Then it'll say more options. I do not block, I do not hide, because I want to see if it disappears by itself. And there's a check mark next to submit it to Facebook for review. And I hit done. Usually within a few minutes, but sometimes it's a little bit longer, I'll get an email from Facebook and it will look like this. Thanks for letting us know about someone impersonating your friend on Facebook. Reports like yours are an important part of keeping Facebook a safe and welcoming community. Since this is happening to your friend, we're going to close your report and follow up with your friend directly once we've reviewed the account. Thanks again, the Facebook team. So it's out of your hands and you're done with it. So in conclusion, by working together, we can try to minimize fake friend requests, but never hesitate to report when you come across them. Facebook relies on user reports. Handling fake friend requests on Facebook, I'm Hewie Poplock. Suppose TV. I'm Hewie Poplock. Suppose TV is a service that helps you compare streaming TV options. You can input your favorite TV channels, and it searches through billions of combinations of cable, satellite, and streaming TV services to find the best fit for you. Whether you're considering streaming providers or traditional pay TV operators, Suppose TV helps you make informed decisions by comparing pricing, channel selection, and other features. It's a handy tool for cord cutters looking to optimize their TV service choices. One of the first things we're going to have to do is to change the area in which we're located. This doesn't make a big difference except for the local channels. So even if you're in Canada where the choices of cities isn't available, you can still choose most of the streaming services by using this service. You just aren't going to be able to get YouTube TV. You need to gather everyone in your household and make a list of the must-haves and the wants of channels and network. Then you want to prioritize them. The first thing we want to do is change our area or the TV market we're in, area code, and it's now the Tampa Bay area. The next we need to do is choose and prioritize what we want. You need to gather everyone in the household together and decide the must-haves and the wants and prioritize them. Let's take a look at what we might do. It shows more. So these are all the local stations, and the one we absolutely want to have is the Sarasota station just south of us. So that's one that we want to have in the priority. Let's say we also want to have, and we're going to come under entertainment now. One we want is MeTV. Is one of the people in the household want that, and somebody also wants Reels, the National Geographic. So now we have 4 choices here. We want definitely mark this as a must-have, the MeTV as a must-have, and Reels as a must-have. The National Geographic is a want. Each one, as we look across here, is available in the services that are there. Now, the other things we want to check is what devices we have. Well, we have a Fire TV in the living room, and we have a Roku TV in the bedroom. So that makes some changes here. Then you want to get more or save more. We'll just leave it right in the center. But how many simultaneous streams do you want to have? Well, we could have 2. And the reason we have to choose that is not all of the services will allow you unlimited. So if you want to have the same service on both the living room and the bedroom TV, you might not be able to do that with some services. So you want to make sure that you put in here that you want 2. I want a DVR, a digital video recorder. So that's required. We've made our choices. Any provider will just leave that alone for now. Now we can see that there are some choices here and combination of choices because not everything is available on any one service. And you'll notice here we only have 2 pages that we can choose from, and it shows us how much it's going to cost us. So this particular one is YouTube TV plus Philo, has Reels. We're going to leave any provider alone, and we're going to have a Fire TV and a Roku. So let's now see what we can do. Reels is available on all of these. If we go over here, that's the streaming. So that's a choice that we could make. And that is a little bit more expensive than this combination. And let's come back here to the first page. And the cheapest we can go is $98.38, but I don't want DirecTV, so this would be the choice I probably would choose, would be YouTube and the Philo. Down on the bottom, it gives you some ideas of some of the offers that are available, how many channels are available, and what those channels are. So if we're going to choose this, we can look to see there's some free trials. It's available on the Roku, the Apple TV, and the Roku Express. If we choose it, it's $103.99 a month. That's how you use Suppose.TV. I'm Hewie Poplock. And there we go. Okay, Ron, I think it's time for us to say goodbye to those who are watching on YouTube. If you're on Zoom, stay here. Don't go away. But those on YouTube, we're going to be stopping the YouTube service. If you want to come over to Zoom, by all means, join us online. Next, we're going to be doing, as soon as Ron stops the YouTube, and he just did, we're going to go to the music outro and then the Q&A. So Ron, go ahead, take it away with and Mike, and let's go.
Okay, so today I've selected movie music, theme music. And sort of what inspired me was yesterday was May the 4th. So May the 4th be with you. I'm a Star Wars geek, so sorry about the pun. But anyways, a little bit about movie music. The theme music is extremely important because it has immense importance in the art of filmmaking, serving far more than just background noise. It acts as a powerful, often subliminal storyteller, significantly implementing the audience's experience and understanding of the film. So I'm not going to read all of these, but they'll be in the newsletter tomorrow for you. But it has plays a role in setting the tone and mood, enhancing the emotional impact, supporting the narrative, and creating atmosphere and setting, and the pacing and rhythm, and the memorability and branding. And as we're going to see, some of these theme songs are very memorable. And probably the king of movie music is John Williams. John Williams was born in February 1932 in Queens, New York. He's an iconic composer and conductor, renowned for creating some of the most memorable and critically acclaimed film scores in cinema history. His career spanned 7 decades, during which he has composed music for more than 100 films, many of them directed by Steven Spielberg and George Lucas. His father was a percussionist, exposing him to music at a young age. He studied piano, trumpet, trombone, clarinet, and began composing early in life. After moving to Los Angeles in 1948, he studied composition privately and briefly at UCLA, and served in the U.S. Air Force, arranging band music and later conducting. Later, he studied piano at the Juilliard School in New York. Before becoming a prominent film composer, he worked as a jazz pianist and in film studios with composers like Bernard Herrmann and Alfred Newman. And that's not of Mad Magazine fame. His early film work includes scores for Valley of the Dolls, Goodbye, Mr. Chips, and The Towering Inferno. His long-standing collaboration with Steven Spielberg began with the Sugarland Express in 1974, and he has scored almost all of Spielberg's feature films. He's also scored the first 3 Harry Potter films and all 9 of the Star Wars films. He's received numerous accolades, including 5 Academy Awards, 26 Grammy Awards, 7 BAFTA Awards, 3 Emmy Awards, 4 Golden Globes, and a total of 54 Academy Award nominations, making him the second most nominated individual after Walt Disney and the oldest Oscar nominee ever. He was the 19th conductor of the Boston Pops and was their conductor from 1980 to 1993, and has guest conducted many major orchestras worldwide. In recognition of his achievements, he achieved the Kennedy Center Honors and the Medal of Arts in 2004 and 2009, respectively. Here's a list of some of them, and I won't go into the details on them, but the Star Wars theme, Raiders March from the Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Superman March, the extraterrestrial theme from E.T., Jaws, the theme, simple yet terrifying, the 2-note motif, Hedwig's theme from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the theme from Schindler's List, Jurassic Park theme, the Princess Leia theme, and also not a movie, but he composed for the Olympics, the Olympic fanfare and theme for the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles. Rather than a film, it was a powerful and uplifting fanfare that was globally recognized. These are just a few examples of John Williams' remarkable contributions to film music. His ability to create memorable and emotional resonant themes has solidified his place as one of the greatest film composers of all time. As the selection today, I've selected probably the most recognizable movie theme. And even if you're not a Star Wars fan, I can't believe you haven't heard this before. It's the Star Wars theme from John Williams. And Ron, are you going to play this one today, or?
I will indeed. I will indeed.
And I will copy this and put it in the chat. But I mean, there are all kinds of his compositions out on YouTube, and I would recommend anybody go on. And this is just looking at the film side. I'm doing the movies as well. I'm doing TV shows. And again, same idea, except if you're really interested in the TV themes, the guy you want to look for is a fellow by the name of Mike Post. Anyways, I'll put this up in the chat and take it away, Ron.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Great choice. Thank you. All right, it's time for us to swing into our Q&A.